Chiblee, you don't even want to know. I'm fucking overclocked, dude. I'm actually on the next level. Chib, when I did the super test, I beat the professor, and he basically told me to kill myself. He was like, my score is 3,300. Then he calculated mine, and it was like 3,500, and he pulled out a gun and said, are you sure? Dunk, da, dunk, dunk. Choose your reward. Dude, honestly, this. So much this. User received gold for this post. This. Up carrot. This. So much this. True, true. That's true. True. You know what? That's true. I'm gonna choose the. Wait, you aren't that bull? Haha, don't mind me. They knew. They knew Hollow Knight introduced it, opened the floodgates of horny bugs. His face is on top of his face. I don't think the import feature worked right. That's supposed to be Brock Lesnar. Hey, that kind of worked. That one worked, I think. Sure, alright, that looks normal. I know what Seth Rollins looks like. This is Jared Leto. This is not Seth Rollins. This is actually... This is Jared Leto, man. Oh, come on! -2. It's 10. -3, 7. 21. Respect. I'm on the outs here, man. The calculation. Oh, that's where the ghost recording ends? Your ghost opponent didn't finish? The winner is you. Well, well, well. You know, some people, they got high speed but very low endurance. A very small gas tank. That. I'm gonna. Like when I was 12, it was New Year 2000, you know? Y2K, new millennium. I was 12 years old. My parents were like, hey, you should have a little sip of champagne. And I was like, what? Are you crazy? Like, it's illegal. And they were like, it's the new millennium. You're only gonna, like, live through new millennium once. And I was like, whoa, I don't want to. Anyway, I did. It tasted like poison. What they did was illegal. But at the same time, I look back on it as a fond and funny memory, you know? And I think that's why you can't live your whole life equating necessarily morals and ethics with the letter of the law. That's actually legal? Well, tell that to their probation officer. Probably put those on right away. Perfect. All right. Honestly, I think you're good to go, man. That looks right. This is an actual, like, nightmare. Like, if you saw this in the ring, you would be scared. This is the best character creator I've ever seen in my entire life. Look at the hamstrings, man. The hammies, they're so huge. Even, like, the thighs are huge. The hammies are crazy. You know what? You could just take orc for 5 and then make another word. Like... beige. Blogy? Like a little blogy? Gloib? Isn't this a guy from The Hobbit? Gimli, son of Gloib? I'm actually dumb. What about Gimli, son of Globe? How about one of those? And then,
I don't know what's going on.
Until recently, sports gambling was like bizarrely a gray area in Canada. So the way that it's not that it was illegal, but you couldn't do single game betting. You could only do parlays. which seems like the most degenerate type of gambling you can possibly do. It's like, instead of just being like, oh, I think the Oilers are going to win tonight, you got to be like, the Oilers are going to win tonight, and Jack Eichel's knee surgery is going to go off without a hitch, and like it turns you into Adam Sandler from Uncut Gems. I did not. I did see the article that was written about that time in Halo where I said, watch this, threw a grenade off the wall thinking it would bounce over the cover that I had and then kill the enemy behind it, but instead it just fell on my feet and blew up. Is honestly, with no disrespect intended to the author of the article, is one of the funniest things I've ever read in my life. Because it's written like, you know, hilarious incident befell Twitch streamer Northernlion. Like pure anus.
I'm gonna roll with you. Hold on. Where are you at?
I'm inside of a Warthog passenger seat. Is that maybe part of my problem?
That might be restricting your abilities to contribute more effectively.
No!
Watch this turret slowly turn toward me and I start unloading.
As much as possible.
Shake the earth. Yeah.
And well, I have made a silencer before where you take like a handful of toilet paper and then you just I'm being sincere.
You muffle
if you hold it right against the aperture, you can go as hard as you want to go. It will not make an audible noise. I'm telling you, that's a pro. Everyone's laughing. That's a little pro tip for you if you find yourself in a similar mindset.
Do you know?
Embarrassing. Run me back. Run me. I was doing so well. I'm so cracked at animals because every baby book is just animals. That is a sheep. That's a chicken, man. That's a snail. That's a turtle. What's wrong with his neck? Oh, this is. I don't do impressions by like mimicking voices. I just imagine their face in my head. That's Robert De Niro. You talking to me, Fokker? Pretty good, right? Pretty good.
Wait, Bea, can you rap for us?
When rap on a clock, there's no
Whoa!
we're jumping over the clock.
I didn't know this happens.
Holy hell. Whee!
It's going We're watching two greats.
America's kind of crazy. I don't know if anybody's been talking about this. Literally, we drove up to the Rite Aid, and we were like, hey, we're here for our like COVID test. And the guy was like, oh yeah, hold on, just let me get your vaccines ready. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then he said COVID vaccine, and I said, oh no, we're here for the COVID test. But the dude, like, without even looking at the paperwork, was just ready to juice me up. And then, I'll just be honest, I was a little mad at myself. I was like, I should have just kept my mouth shut. And then after he stabbed me with the needle, be like, so when do I get my results? And then he would have been like, oh no, oh, and he maybe like would have lost his job. But I would have gotten a free booster. Whereas up here, I don't think I'll get a booster until like March or something. I should have just done it, man. Well, actually, our results are still good for like 48 hours. I could just hop across the border real quick. Hello, this is my first year in college. You gotta, what is it? What month is it? December? I'm so sorry to say this, but this is the real world speaking. You have to transfer. You have to transfer. For the rest of your collegiate career, you're going to wear the label of that person who wakes up at 3:30 a.m. and takes a 2-hour-long shower. Holy crap. Oh! You got me sweating a little bit. You had me sweating a little bit. I even ran over my headphone cord. You're going to be scary next year. Have fun in the 5th grade. You freaking liar. But so I'm hitting F5 or G5. I just wanted to bait you. Okay. Consider myself baited. / timeout honey poo poo child. 86,400. times 2, which I believe is 172,800. See you on Monday. You really got me. We're playing Mark Out, the wrestling card game. It was recommended by the Steam Interactive Recommender as one of the most well-liked, most niche games of the last 6 months. It's a little loud would be one criticism that I might offer. I'm just going to go ahead and lower the volume just a hair.